Homer.
Huh? Sybil. Oh, Sybil. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. No, I went home right after, and the man said, and I was afraid you'd gone. Oh, I was sure that you...
Homer, it was all my fault. I gave Wendy the money to go to New York and sell the jelly. And
jelly?
then I couldn't...
Jelly? What money?
Why, the money to pay for the furniture. And I just went out to see the people, and they won't give us another day, and they're taking their things away. And... Oh, Homer.
Then you didn't. That is, you weren't going to leave me for good, huh?
Oh, precious, darling, sweetheart. Of course not.
Come, Rudy.
But, madam...
What kind of a story is this, to allow such goings-on in the little boy's department? Come along, son.
Fitch, you see me later in my office.
You wait here, Sybil, please.
Mr. Fitch!
Butch, what is it?
A man came from the orphanage. He took Joe away.
He did what?
Yeah, and some rich guy's gonna adopt him right away.
Adopt Joe? Why, they can't do that.
Homer, we must do something.
Wait a minute. Mr. Snively? Mr. Snively?
Well, what is it?
Mr. Snively, I'd like to have the rest of the day off, please.
The rest of the day? After loafing at home for 3 weeks? Why, you...
But do I get off or not?
If you move off this floor, you're fired.
Is that final?
After 13 years, Fitch, you should know me. You heard what I said.
I heard what you said, you old windbag. And here's my answer.
That's telling them, Bob. Homer, was that a nice thing to do to Mr. Snively?
It was wonderful. Come on. What advantages?
They'll send you to the most expensive prep school in America, for example.
What's wrong with the public schools?
Then the university. Will you be able to give him a college education?
Well, by the time he's old enough, we will.
Really, Mr. Fitch, you must see that Mr. and Mrs. Fellows are in a position to provide everything a boy would want.
Except perhaps the thing he needs most of all.
What's that?
Affection, sympathy, and the understanding he'd get from a real father and mother.
Of course, we can't give him servants and tutors, but we can comfort him when he's blue, and I think that's just about the most important thing in the world to a little boy.
That is, I have learned a lot from Joe, Mr. Tatum, and I'm just asking for a chance to do something for him. We love that boy.
Francis, Mr. Fitch, you must try to understand our position. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad now Beulah isn't coming.
Beulah coming here?
No, I said she isn't coming. I had a letter from her yesterday. She was going to bring the boys for a visit, but little Claude ate cement paste.
That's good.
Now, don't give up, Homer. As soon as Windy sends an order for some jelly, why, we'll...
Windy. You haven't even heard from him.
Now, you just wait, Father. I know he got the order. And if he didn't, I'll get a job. I bet you I could get a job selling papers or something. Windy!
Hello, dear. Hello, folks.
What happened? What did the blue front say about the jelly?
Well, I didn't see the blue front. They wouldn't even let me in the building.
What did you do?
After my pocket was picked, I had to eat the samples.
Your pocket?
Yes. Somebody stole my wallet in an oyster bar.
And what were you doing in an oyster bar?
Eating a stew.
How did you get back here, then?
United States Highway 51. Oh, please, Mr. Fitch, don't look at me like that. I know I'm a failure.
He was only trying to help us, Father. He did it for my sake.
Yes, Mr. Fitch.
Give him another chance, Father, please.
Why?
Because I love him.
I'll do anything you say, Mr. Fitch. I'll pay you back the expense money. I'll even get myself psychoanalyzed again.
Hey, Mom! Joey! Joey! Oh!
Oh, Joe, my boy.
My boy.
Are you going to let us have Joe?
Oh, Mr. Tatum, does this mean we can keep him?
After what Mrs. Angelita said?
Well, I'm chairman of the board, and I had something to say, too.
Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my.
Hi, Joe. Hiya.
Oh, well, Mr. Tatum, how did it happen? What?
After you left, I telephoned the store where you worked, and I asked some questions. And when I told the board that you had deliberately quit your job just to go out there to appeal to us, well, he's your boy, Fitz.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Tatum. Thank you. And believe me, you haven't made a mistake. I'll find a position somehow.
I'll take care of that, too.
Huh?
You fight for what you want, and I can use a man like that anytime. Here. Call at my office tomorrow, will you?
Well, this isn't Christmas, is it, Mr. Tatum? Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Tatum. Goodbye. I'll open the door. Goodbye. Oh, well. It certainly is. Now everything is perfect, huh? Well, congratulations, son-in-law. Son-in-law.
Daddy.
You do love the boys now, don't you, dear?
Oh, Sybil, I wish we had a half a dozen of them.
Hey!